Hello there, I'm Ems and this is Verdigris Bonsai, and I'm about to show you one of our new kits. So it makes 3 pumpkins. It comes with pipe cleaners that are orange, cream and yellow. I'll just split them up for you so that you can see. That's the orange pumpkin there, and the cream one and the yellow one. So I think we'll start with the cream. So let's move the others to one side. There we go. We start with the biro. And what I do, I'm not sure if you can see from where you are, but I place the pipe cleaners underneath the lid of the biro, and that holds them in place. And then we turn them around, twist around that biro, keeping it as tight as possible. There we go. Just like that. Keeping it tight, keep turning, keep going round. Now, if you want to, you can mix the colours together. I'm keeping it solid just to show you how they look that way. But you can have one orange and one yellow together, one cream, one orange, one cream, one yellow, if that's what you'd rather do. This is a very flexible kit, so you do it the way you want it. But yeah, for the purposes of the video, we're keeping them solid colours. So there we go. That's you take the pipe cleaners off of the biro, and you thread the green through the pipe cleaner like that, more or less right into the middle, and then you poke them through like that. Pull tight, tight as you can, and then into the middle. And you twist it around to hold it. And there we go. And then what I usually do is I start using the smaller of the two ends to make leaves. So there's one leaf, and the next leaf is coming like that. Now what happens if you end up with an end that's too small? Well, what I do is I poke it back into the middle of the pumpkin, just like this, and you won't see it. And then you make another leaf, or two, as many leaves as you want, with the other piece, and that blends it in and you wouldn't know. And then we take the chopstick, just an ordinary chopstick, and wrap that around, and that's how you make the tendrils. And there we go. That's pumpkin number 1. Let's just tidy it up to show you. Split just pull it out a little, make it look a bit more like a tendril, and there we go. Now you can, if you wanted to, buy some florist tape and put that on the tendril, but I think it looks fine like that. It's a matter of taste. Obviously, if you don't want a tendril, you can just chop off the excess anyway. So that's pumpkin number 1. Now we're going to make pumpkin number 2. Okay, so we're taking the yellow pipe cleaners now, and as before, poke them in under that pen lid. I think you might be able to see it a little better this time, and twist them around as close together as you can without overlapping the pipe cleaners. You don't want them crossing, so you want them as close together and as tight as possible without having them overlap at all. Keep going around. You might need to squash them up a bit on the pen just to get that last end on. They will spring back apart a little after you take them off the pen, so don't worry about squishing them up too much, just squish them together. And then you want that green inside as before. It doesn't matter where it comes out too much as long as you leave enough that it doesn't mess up those ends. Those ends do need to merge together. And then pull tight. Poke the ends in. And as before, make sure it's quite neat. Get that pumpkin to look the way you want, and then twist. Twist those green stems together. And then I usually use the shorter one to make a leaf, or as many leaves as you want. I usually make 3. Other people make 4. It really is up to you how many you have. And I think this time we've got enough pipe cleaner for all 3 leaves we have. There might be a little left over that needs to be hidden underneath one of the leaves. What I do is I poke any remainder under one of the leaves and then twist it over, and that hides any excess pipe cleaner then. And then as before, to make the tendril, I just wrap what's left of the pipe cleaner around a chopstick. As I say, you don't have to have a tendril if you don't want. You can just chop anything off that you don't want, or make more leaves. It really is up to you and your tastes. There we are. Pull that off. Just pull it apart a little. Make it look more like a tendril. And that's pumpkin number 2. Okay, so here we are for the last one. Take the 2 orange pipe cleaners and, keeping them together, place them underneath that pen lid and wrap them around as before. Keep going. Be careful not to knock the green pipe cleaner that's waiting on the floor like I almost did. Keep it going. As I say, it's okay to squish them up a little. Just make sure they don't overlap. Just like that. There we are. Poke the ends in and then off it pops. It's easier sometimes if you take the lid off of the pen. Feed the green pipe cleaner through. Make sure it goes all the way through. Pull it out the other end. There we go. And then you want to poke it through the ends as before. And pull tight. Again, make sure the pumpkin's quite tidy, it hasn't got too many big gaps, and that the ends are neat. And then just pull tight and then twist. And then again, as before, use the shorter end to make the leaves. So there's one. And there's the second. And there's the third. And again, you just want to poke any ends underneath the leaves and twist it in, and you'll never know it was there. And all that remains once you've done that, and you've got the leaves how you want them, is to make that tendril again. So you just wrap it round. I tend to start with the pointy end. Just I think it makes the tendrils look a little more realistic, but it's entirely up to you. And there you go, that is pumpkin number 3. That's the orange one, the yellow one, and the cream one that we did first.